Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This afternoon, we're here to talk about why Congress should not reinstate the assault weapons ban that expired in 2004. I'm going to cover three main points. The first one will be that the Second Amendment is a constitutionally guaranteed right. The second one will be self-preservation, the absence of government. And the third will be the fact that guns don't kill people, people kill people. You cannot invade the west coast of the United States. There would be a rifle behind every blade of grass. Is a quote attributed to Japanese General Isoroku Yamamoto in the early 1940s. Now, the quote is sometimes questioned as U.S. propaganda, but regardless of that, it still holds true. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you why government was correct to allow the assault weapons ban to expire, and hopefully I'll be able to dispel some misconceptions about firearms and firearms ownership. Much of the information I'm going to share with you today came from the U.S. Constitution, Federal Bureau of Investigation's crime statistics, and a few articles that I located on the internet that I'll cite throughout this speech. So, in speaking about a constitutionally guaranteed right, the Second Amendment, the Second Amendment states, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. In order to speak about the Second Amendment, we need to discuss a few definitions. The first one will be a militia. Now, this definition is taken straight off of Google, and the definition of militia is a military force that is raised from the civil population to supplement regular army in emergency. The second definition will be a right. Now, a right is defined as a moral or legal entitlement to have or obtain something or to act in a certain way. Now, you have a privilege as well. A special right, advantage, or immunity granted or available only to a particular person or group of people. In other words, a privilege can be taken away because it was granted. A right cannot be taken away because it's guaranteed. If we can regulate the Second Amendment, if we can abolish or change it in any way, then what about the First Amendment, which guarantees our freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of assembly? Or what about the Fifth Amendment? That's prohibitions that prevent us from being forced to testify against ourselves in court. Or what about the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery? Additionally, we'll speak about self-preservation in the absence of government. Okay? And according to Metro US, police response time slows. It may take as long as 9 minutes for police to arrive in an emergency. According to an article, Human Events, How Assault Weapons Saved Koreatown, that during the 5 days of the LA riots, mobs around Los Angeles looted stores, burnt 3,767 buildings, caused more than $1 billion in property damage, and led to the deaths of more than 50 people, and left another 4,000 injured. With the cops nowhere to be found, hundreds of people marauded through the streets towards Koreatown. The neighborhood suffered 45% of all the property damage and 5 fatalities of store owners during the riots. Having had enough of waiting for the police, Korean store owners assembled into militias to protect themselves, their families, their business. It would be more than 24 hours until the National Guard arrived, another 2 days before the riots were completely suppressed. In a free nation, how can government expect a free people to wait this long for assistance? And leading on to my third point, guns don't kill people, people kill people. According to FBI crime statistics, in 2011, there were 323 homicides where a rifle was used. However, that same year, there were 728 homicides where a personal weapon was used. No, I'm not speaking about a personal weapon like my pocket knife or my gun. I'm speaking about someone's fist or someone's feet or any other portion of their body used to commit a homicide. According to that same website, in 2011, there were a total of 8,583 homicides where a firearm of any type was used. Now this number is very tragic, but when we put that in comparison to the number of alcohol drunk driving fatalities, the CDC reports 2010 there were 10,228 fatalities. Or what about the 443,000 people that die every year from smoking-related illness? Do you hear anybody screaming about those? Or trying to regulate those? Last time I checked, those weren't guaranteed by the Constitution as well. So in conclusion, we've spoken about the fact that the Second Amendment is a constitutionally guaranteed right. We've spoken about how assault weapons prevented massacres, allowed the Koreans in Koreatown during the LA riots to defend themselves, defend their property, protect their family, when the National Guard, a branch of the strongest military on the face of the planet, took 24 hours to quell a riot. And the third fact is guns don't kill people, people kill people. In conclusion, I believe we've demonstrated that the benefits of an armed citizens able to protect themselves against civil disturbances or foreign invasions is ideal and is more beneficial than citizens who are unarmed. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day.
Pen audience.